The Sony A7R VI has quickly become one of the most talked-about cameras among wildlife and bird photographers. The reason is its unique combination of extremely high resolution and professional-level speed. The A7R series has traditionally been known for delivering exceptional image quality and high resolution. The A7R VI expands those capabilities by adding dramatically improved performance for action photography. At the heart of the camera is a new 66.8 megapixel stacked full-frame sensor. The sensor captures extraordinary levels of detail. The stacked sensor design also enables much faster readout speeds than previous generations. For wildlife photographers, this results in improved autofocus performance. The faster sensor also provides better subject tracking. The camera benefits from reduced rolling shutter distortion. Burst shooting performance is significantly improved. The camera also offers unprecedented cropping flexibility. Early wildlife and bird photography tests suggest that the A7R VI may be one of the most versatile cameras Sony has ever produced. The camera is particularly well suited for photographing birds, animals, and other fast-moving subjects. One of the most important aspects of wildlife photography is the ability to track moving subjects accurately. Birds rarely remain stationary for long periods of time. Many wildlife encounters happen unexpectedly. Some wildlife opportunities may last only a few seconds. During bird tracking tests, the Sony A7R VI demonstrates a significant improvement in subject recognition and tracking reliability. The camera's advanced artificial intelligence processing system can identify birds quickly. The autofocus system can maintain focus even when birds move erratically across the frame. Small birds weaving through trees present a difficult autofocus challenge. Waterfowl flying low across lakes also challenge autofocus systems. Raptors circling high overhead create another difficult tracking situation. The A7R VI's updated tracking algorithms help the camera stay locked onto the subject with impressive consistency. This allows photographers to focus more on composition. This also allows photographers to focus more on timing. Photographers spend less time worrying about whether the autofocus system can keep up with the action. Birds in flight have long been considered one of the most difficult subjects in photography. Fast-moving birds often change direction suddenly. Birds frequently move against complex backgrounds. These situations can make autofocus tracking extremely challenging. In birds in flight testing, the Sony A7R VI performs exceptionally well. The stacked sensor contributes to the camera's strong performance. The advanced autofocus system also plays a major role. The faster sensor readout provides more responsive autofocus calculations. The camera reacts more quickly to changes in subject position. As birds approach the camera, the autofocus system continues to track accurately. As birds fly across the frame, focus remains consistent. As birds suddenly alter their flight path, the camera remains locked on the subject. Photographers can capture eagles soaring overhead with confidence. Photographers can photograph hawks diving for prey with excellent results. The camera also performs well when photographing gulls flying along shorelines. Hummingbirds darting rapidly between flowers can also be tracked effectively. The camera demonstrates a high keeper rate during bird photography. Focus consistency remains excellent throughout long sequences. Animal eye autofocus has become one of the most valuable features available to wildlife photographers. Wildlife images often appear most compelling when the animal's eye is perfectly sharp. During testing with mammals, the camera's eye detection system performs exceptionally well. The camera can identify the eyes of deer accurately. The camera can identify the eyes of foxes accurately. The camera can identify the eyes of elk accurately. The camera can identify the eyes of bears accurately. The camera can identify the eyes of many domestic animals accurately. Even when animals partially turn away from the camera, eye detection often remains active. Even when animals move through cluttered environments, eye tracking remains reliable. This capability becomes especially valuable when shooting with long telephoto lenses. This capability is also useful when working with shallow depth of field. Precise focus placement becomes critical in these situations. The improved processing power helps the camera recognize subjects more accurately. The AI recognition system helps maintain focus under difficult conditions. Burst shooting performance is another area where the Sony A7R VI stands out. Wildlife photography often involves brief moments of action. Many wildlife moments can never be repeated. A bird taking flight may happen in a fraction of a second. An eagle grabbing a fish may happen in a fraction of a second. A fox pouncing on prey may happen in a fraction of a second. A deer leaping across a field may happen in a fraction of a second. The camera's stacked sensor allows it to capture rapid sequences of images. The camera maintains autofocus tracking while shooting at high speeds. The camera also maintains exposure tracking during rapid bursts. The increased shooting speed gives photographers a better chance of capturing the exact moment they want. Photographers no longer need to rely solely on perfect timing. Instead, they can capture an entire action sequence. The strongest image can then be selected afterward. The combination of high frame rates and advanced autofocus tracking makes the camera ideal for fast-paced wildlife situations. The stacked sensor provides another important advantage for wildlife photographers. The sensor significantly reduces rolling shutter distortion. Traditional high-resolution sensors often suffer from rolling shutter effects. Rolling shutter can distort fast-moving subjects. Rolling shutter can make motion appear unnatural. The faster readout speed of the A7R VI minimizes these issues. Photographers can take greater advantage of electronic shutter shooting. This can be especially useful when photographing skittish wildlife. Many animals are easily disturbed by mechanical shutter noise. The ability to shoot silently provides a significant advantage in many wildlife situations. Perhaps the most exciting feature for wildlife photographers is the extraordinary croppability provided by the 66.8 megapixel sensor. Wildlife photographers are often unable to get as close to their subjects as they would like. Birds may remain high in trees. Animals may stay at a considerable distance. Many wildlife subjects cannot be approached without disturbing them. The high resolution of the A7R VI allows photographers to crop aggressively. Even after significant cropping, images retain excellent image quality. Cropped files still contain enough detail for large prints. Cropped files remain suitable for publication. Cropped files remain suitable for professional use. This effectively extends the reach of telephoto lenses. The feature provides greater flexibility during post-processing. A photographer using a 600mm lens can crop deeply into an image. The resulting image can still maintain impressive detail. Distant subjects can appear much closer after cropping. The combination of high resolution and fast performance creates a unique advantage. Few cameras currently offer this combination. Traditionally, wildlife photographers had to choose between speed and resolution. High-resolution cameras delivered exceptional detail, but often sacrificed speed. Action-oriented cameras provided speed, but often offered lower resolution. The Sony A7R VI bridges that gap. The camera delivers both speed and exceptional image quality. Photographers can capture fast-moving wildlife effectively. Photographers can also benefit from tremendous cropping flexibility. The nearly 67-megapixel sensor provides extraordinary detail. Field tests also reveal how useful the camera can be in challenging lighting conditions. Wildlife photography frequently takes place during early morning hours. Wildlife photography frequently takes place during late evening hours. These periods are often when animals are most active. The camera's advanced sensor technology helps preserve detail in shadows. The sensor also helps preserve detail in highlights. Photographers gain additional flexibility during editing. Dark feather detail can be recovered more effectively. Bright sky detail can be recovered more effectively. High-contrast scenes can be edited more successfully. This expanded dynamic range becomes especially valuable when photographing birds against bright skies. The expanded dynamic range is also useful when animals move between sunlight and shade. For bird photographers specifically, the A7R VI offers an impressive combination of capabilities. Accurate bird detection is one of the camera's strengths. Reliable birds-in-flight tracking is another strength. Rapid burst shooting contributes to its effectiveness. Animal eye autofocus improves subject sharpness. Reduced rolling shutter improves image quality. Exceptional croppability expands creative possibilities. These features combine to create a highly capable wildlife photography system. The camera provides the detail needed for publication-quality images. The camera also provides the speed required for fast action. This balance makes the A7R VI attractive to professional wildlife photographers. This balance also makes the camera appealing to serious enthusiasts. Ultimately, the Sony A7R VI represents a significant step forward for wildlife and bird photography. The 66.8 megapixel stacked sensor plays a central role in this advancement. The advanced AI autofocus system contributes significantly to its performance. Improved bird tracking enhances real-world usability. Enhanced animal eye detection improves focus accuracy. Rapid burst shooting capabilities increase the likelihood of capturing decisive moments. Remarkable cropping flexibility adds tremendous value for wildlife photographers. The camera excels in demanding wildlife photography situations. Photographers who regularly photograph birds in flight are likely to appreciate the improvements immediately. Photographers who photograph distant wildlife are also likely to benefit. Photographers who capture fast-moving animals will find the camera highly capable. The Sony A7R VI successfully combines the image quality of a high-resolution camera with the speed of a professional action camera. As a result, it stands as one of the most capable wildlife photography cameras currently available.